Good day, everyone, members of the head table, friends, colleagues, supporters, and members of the media. All praises to the Most High for the opportunity to be here today. The forest was shrinking, but the trees kept voting for the axe. For the axe was clever and convinced the trees that because his handle was made of wood, he was one of them. My name is Clifton Joseph, as the chairman mentioned. I am a New Amsterdam Burbisian native. I attended the St. Aloysius Primary and the New Amsterdam Multilateral before spending a year at the St. Joseph High School. In 2007, I left Guyana on a government scholarship to study agronomy engineering in Cuba. The opportunity and exposure afforded to me over the course of 6 years has left an indelible impression that will be cherished for years to come. I've since worked with the Ministry of Agriculture, the NARI, Gaisuco, and the Guyana Livestock Development Authority. I'm now the owner of a landscaping company, and my sweetest feeling was the first time I paid my team out of pocket. I was broke after that, since I was still to be paid, but the feeling was great still. The guys ended up buying me a drink, as they said thanks for the opportunity. To give an endorsement is no easy task, I assure you. You must be confident that in that person's or party's ability to deliver. That person must show a tenacity for success, and you must have tangible proof of their achievement. This task, however, to any critical thinker seems relatively obvious, yet it was my most challenging. Allow me to explain. In 2015, we were asked to vote the current administration into office. We were promised many things. Some were to be achieved in the first 100 days of office. We were asked to vote for a man no one knew and a party that had not governed for 23 years. Yet we were expected to go out and vote like a boss. One thing was for certain on that day: Guyanese decided that there was a time for a change. 23 years had taken its toll on the country and its citizenry, and it was decided a new government needed to be introduced. The people voted. Promises made were not kept. More taxes were introduced, subsidies removed, jobs were lost, and then the infamous no confidence motion happened. And the rest is public history. Mr. Robert Badal has more than demonstrated his abilities to lead. In fact, look around. This is but one of his accomplishments you are accommodated by. His rags to riches story are public. A Burbisian like myself, he is a role model to emulate. Then why would this decision to endorse him and change Guyana be my most challenging decision? The truth is, like most of you, I was tired of politicians and had decided beforehand to not even vote this election. And every day as I go out there, I meet someone just like me. And this is what they say: no matter who wins, we still have to go out and work hard every day. Change Guyana brings something new to the political culture of Guyana, and I urge you all to listen attentively to what Mr. Badal and his team has to say. Industries, and we refer to industries by the private sector. Industries creates jobs in quantities and not the government. And we are hearing governments and parties promising jobs. Don't be fooled. Industries demands of the government the relevant infrastructures and environment that supports growth. This means better roads, bridges, and buildings. Industries demands of the education system to produce specialists in quantity suited to their field. The education system, as a result, demands of the government the relevant facilities and policies to produce specialized professionals in quantity to meet the requirement of the industries. This means more technologically equipped schools, more funds dedicated to research and development, better extension services, better paid teachers, and since so many can't afford it, free or relatively low cost education. The government therefore contains the regulatory bodies that holds the industries responsible to the citizens and provides the education system with the necessary resources to mill out the skilled human resource capital demanded of the private sector. If you are still wondering why our students graduate from universities and colleges with their degrees and diplomas and still struggle to find a job in their respective field, I urge you to pay close attention. If you're in the university and wondering where you will find work after studies, don't remain silent. Join the Change Guyana movement. And if you're unemployed, self-employed, or just in a job that takes you nowhere because there's limited or no other options available, support Change Guyana by voting for the light bulb come March 2nd, 2020. I am Clifton Joseph, and I am a change maker. Thank you.